Raj, you're about to be entering a relationship with my sister, Vipasha. A wonderful, beautiful, complex, very caring individual. Right? Am I right? All right. And so, as people with experience, actually, I think we have 50 years of experience combined? Yeah, 50 years. 50 years of experience with Vipasha. I feel like we can consult a little bit and give you a few design principles, kind of algorithms to follow when dealing with Vipasha. What does that sound to you? Does that sound good?
So, rule number 1, sharing is caring. My sister is a very caring person. She loves people, but she loves animals way more. And we've learned this through experience because whenever she sees just an animal that's just in trouble or needs a home, she will give it a home. And that home will be our home.
Rule number 2, Raj. Can you take notes? You got a pen there? No? Oh, okay. All right. No pen. It's on here. Oh, iPhone. Perfect. Great. Okay. So the next rule that Vipasha lives by is protect and serve. You know, like in the cops, like protect and serve. You see, Avi and I had a very rough and tumble childhood, we could say. You know, we got in a few arguments, we got in a couple fights, and Vipasha was always there to be the defender and the enforcer. She was the judge, jury, and the executor, all. Unfortunately for me, the verdict often ended in his favor. But I'm sure, so Raj, this is something to take note of when you folks have your model children in the future and they're going to be acting and modeling. Remember who's boss. It's her. She's a health nut. She's a huge health nut. Vipasha loves fitness, loves health. She's in medicine now and in her residency and in the dinner table and outside the dinner table in the car. She'll always tell you what to eat, what not to eat, what vitamins to eat, how to eat them, where to go, how to burn calories, where to run, how to be active. It's all in her head, and she loves sharing that information. But she has a weakness we'd like to share today. And that weakness, can you guess, Vipasha? Cookies. Cookies. So even though she'll be so interested in like dialing up your health, if you give her a plate of Oreo cookies, Avi and I both have stories of me, in our case, I would come home with Vipasha. Our ritual was this: go home, turn on the Donkey Kong, Super Nintendo. My job was to run upstairs, grab the box of Oreos, the whole box, four rows of cookies. And we'd go down there and we'd both take a row and just start eating and playing and eating and playing. And we weren't done until the whole row was finished. And so metabolism didn't work in my favor, unfortunately, but she remained thin as a twig. And so that's something to keep in mind. So while she's a health nut, she has some weaknesses. Vipasha is exceedingly attuned to high fashion, high style things. She was a model in her past. She loves to think about how to make things look pretty. And you can see it actually here in the auditorium, am I right? Yeah, it's beautiful, beautiful night tonight. So she is very style conscious and she's very attuned, and this is a product of a lot of people's work. But she has tried unsuccessfully to change my style. Unfortunately, I have remained strong, but I think she's starting to get to Avi.
Nope. Definitely not. All right, and the last rule is laughter is the best medicine. So if you've ever been within like 100 or 200 yards of Vipasha, you've heard her laugh. You've heard her laugh, and you've heard it often. And this is great. Like it's fun to be around her, but it also gives me and my brother a false sense of our comedic prowess. Because when we're around my sister, we feel just like the best. We're just, the funniest people ever. And then we go in the public and we're not. So, I don't know. It's a good and a bad thing, I guess.
Vipasha has been the leader of our family. She's the oldest child. She's the leader of our family. Avi and I grew up looking up to her. And her kindness, her generosity, and that spunk has shaped how Avi and I have grown up and have given our family such a great environment to grow up in. And we love our sister so much, Raj, and we're so happy that she found someone like you and that you found someone like her. So now, don't count your luck out with Vipasha. It's really, you're lucky. You're really lucky to have her.
So earlier in the evening, we had Vipasha's two brothers come in and talk about what's important when you're when you're married to Vipasha, how to deal with that situation. I'm gonna give you the Rajit version, right? Two simple rules for dealing with a husband who was an experimental subject for his parents. So rule number one: when he's asleep, do not put his leg in an ice bath water. An ice bath. Don't do that. He doesn't like that. Rule number two: if you're ever in a situation where you guys can't agree on something, just say, "You want some tea?" and have some tea. And I feel like that's the time when Dada is most likely relaxed and open to whatever is really on your mind. So, and plus he makes an amazing chai. So those are my two simple rules for dealing with Rajit.
Let's make some noise for the newlywed couple, Rajit and Vipasha Rajit.
It was pretty surprising how quickly we decided to do the wedding in India, and I know he wanted his grandparents to be there, and I wanted all my mommy-jis, my buha-jis, all these people that took care of us every year, every time we'd go to India. I'd always think we wanted to have a big party there for them. So it was great to celebrate there, not just for the party, but for the blessings. Every day we had a different puja. I swear to God, I think it was like every 3 hours. Another one. But it was great, it was unreal how caring, everybody was, and a truly spiritual experience, and worth the logistical nightmare of planning a wedding in Delhi. But we didn't want to forget Minnesota. We had a huge community here that became like family to us in many ways. We spent weekends in people's homes and practically grew up with all the kids here, and really meant a lot to us, the support that we've been getting from everyone, whether it's us directly or our parents and Baba and Mamiji. Every one of you is here for a reason, and we really appreciate you. So thank you so much for taking the time to come.
I agree with everything she said. I'm learning pretty quick, right? So I've been told. No, but she's absolutely right. We are so humbled and so appreciative of all of you here tonight, taking time out of your busy schedules and life events and everything else to make time to celebrate with us. I mean, it's amazing. And so I just want to acknowledge everybody here, and thank you from the bottom of our hearts, the fact that you were able to make it tonight. There are people coming in from all over the place. My cousins, I love them dearly, and that's the table right there, and give a shout to those people there. They're my cousins and their family. They're, you know, I love you guys so much. And honestly, and we have so many family from all over the place, and from Boston, Dadu, absolutely, and Nanu, absolutely. Thank you so much, and it's been a great ride, and Vipasha's absolutely right. You know, we would have never met had it not been for our community here, and that's very real. That's our connection. That's how it started 16 years ago, as Akash alluded. So thank you so much, and I hope you guys have a great night. And thanks again.
One more thing. I really, really want to thank our parents for this. We're so thankful that in our culture it's still expected that parents plan the weddings for their children, because there is no way, absolutely no way we would have been able to do this. So thank you.